Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all, my dear students? I hope you all are fine and safe at home and enjoying your online studies. So, my dear students, you are studying with your teacher, Khushbu Miss, and we are studying English. Yes. In previous lecture, what we have completed? In previous lecture, we have completed poem number 5. So, do you remember what is the name of poem number 5? Yes, try to remember. What is the name of poem number 5? The name of poem number 5 is The Land of Counterpane. Right? In previous lecture, we studied poem number 5, The Land of Counterpane. So, in poem number 5, we have completed the whole poem with explanation and fair book exercises. So, my dear students, today we will start our new lesson, that is lesson number 6, The Dragon Rock. Lesson number 6, The Dragon Rock. So, as you all know, before starting explanation or before starting today's session, I would like to tell you one thought. So, let's begin. Education is equal knowledge. Knowledge is equal power. Power is equal respect. Respect is equal happiness. So, my dear students, this is a very easy thought. You all can understand easily. What is the meaning of education? Means knowledge of something. Knowledge means power of something. Power means respect. Respect means happiness. If anybody gives you respect, you will feel happy, right? So, as you all know, before explaining, I am teaching you reading of all lesson like we are doing in our classroom. So, today also first we will do warm up exercise, then we will read the full lesson, lesson number 6, The Dragon Rock. And then I will explain you the whole lesson, the full lesson. First we will read full lesson and then I will explain you. Okay? So, let's begin. Chapter 6, The Dragon Rock. This is the image of your textbook. Okay, let's begin. Warm up exercise. Some creatures are a part of our imagination and do not really exist. Some creatures are a part of our imagination and do not really exist. We often read about them in stories. We often read about them in stories. These are called mythical creatures. What is called? These are called mythical creatures. So, let's see. Look at these pictures. Look at the pictures. Draw lines to match the creatures with their descriptions. Draw lines to match the creatures with their descriptions. So, my dear students, if you are having a textbook, you can do it in your textbook, and if you don't have a textbook, so let me show you next image of your textbook. This is given in your textbook. If you are having a textbook, then you can match like this. This is the image of my textbook. As you can see, I have matched this. So if you don't have a textbook, you can just write a name. Okay, let's begin. A giraffe has the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle. So, here you can match. A giraffe has the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle. Next is a unicorn looks like a horse with a horn its head. A unicorn looks like a horse with a horn on its head. Then last, here you can see unicorn, and the last, a centaur has the head. A centaur has the head, chest and arms of a man. Chest and arms of a man, and the body and legs of a horse, and the body and legs of a horse. So now let's begin reading. When a valley turns dry due to severe heat, when a valley turns dry due to severe heat, something magical happens. Something magical happens. Read this story to find out. Read this story to find out. The children cheated and chattered, cheated and chattered like sparrows, as they frolicked in their favorite spot. This is the image which is given in your textbook. Later I'll explain you at the time of explanation as we are doing reading. So let's begin next one. Their favorite spot was a large, long, scaly rock. Large, long, scaly rock that looked amazingly similar to a sleeping dragon. The children knew it was a dragon. The grown-ups knew it was a dragon. The dogs and cats and birds knew it was a dragon. But Nobody, but nobody was scared, was scared because it never ever moved, never ever moved. The boys and girls, the boys and girls would clamber, would clamber all over it, all over it, poking sticks at it, poking sticks at it, and hanging, and hanging wet gumboots, wet gumboots on its ears, on its ears, but it didn't, but it didn't mind in the list, mind in the list. The manfolk, the manfolk would, the manfolk would sometimes chop firewood, sometimes chop firewood on its zigzagged tail, on its zigzagged tail, and the ladies, and the ladies weaving group, weaving group often spun, often spun sheep wool, sheep wool on its spikes, on its spikes, often on, often on a cool night, a cool night when the children were peacefully asleep, peacefully asleep, the grown-ups would sit with, sit with mugs of, mugs of steaming cocoa, steaming cocoa. Then the stories about, then the stories about how the dragon, how the dragon got there began, got there began. Here meanings are given, so let's read meanings. Clamber, clamber means climb with difficulty, climb with difficulty. Gumboots, gumboots, long rubber or plastic boots, long rubber or plastic boots. Cocoa, a hot drink, a hot drink made from cocoa powder, cocoa powder, sugar and milk, sugar and milk. Now let's move to the next page. Here it is. Nobody knew for sure. Nobody knew for sure. There were many different versions, many different versions, depending on depending on which family told the tale. Family told the tale. But one thing, but one thing that everybody agreed on, everybody agreed on was this, was this. In times of trouble, in times of trouble, the dragon will wake, the dragon will wake and free the village, and free the village by making a lake, by making a lake. This little poem was etched into everybody's minds, into everybody's minds, and sometimes appeared on grandma's embroidery. Grandma's embroidery. The days went by slowly. The days went by slowly without any rain. Without any rain. The valley turned browner and drier, browner and drier and thirstier and thirstier every hot baking day. Baking day. The townsfolk grew worried. They would look upwards, searching for rain clouds in the blue clear sky, but none ever came. But none ever came. The tale of the dragon, the tale of the dragon cannot be true. Cannot be true, said old Mrs. Grey Whistle, said old Mrs. Grey Whistle, the shopkeeper. It hasn't moved an inch. It hasn't moved an inch, replied her customer. Replied her customer, tapping an angry foot. Tapping an angry foot. It was now too hot for the children to play out in the direct sun, and they would gather under the shade of the trees. The shade of the trees. The dragon will help us soon. The dragon will help us soon, said one child. Said one child. He must do something. He must do something. Agreed another. Agreed another. I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. They all nodded in agreement. Nodded in agreement. A week went by. A week went by with no change. With no change. Some of the people were getting angry at the dragon and would cast angry looks at it when passing. A week went by with no change. Some of the people were getting angry at the dragon and would cast angry looks at it when passing. Meanwhile, the children had a plan. The children had a plan. Quickly and quietly, they moved around the town, picking and plucking at the fading flowers with outstretched arms arms and bouquets up to their chins, up to their chins. They rustled over to where the giant rock lay as still as ever, as still as ever. The boys and girls placed bunches of flowers around the dragon in a big circle. They scattered petals around its head and over its nose, then danced around and around it, skipping and chanting the rhyme that they all knew so well. Now let's read the meanings. Etched. Here the people remembered the poem very clearly. The people remembered the poem very clearly. Rustled, moved quickly and energetically. Chanting. Here in the lesson, chanting means singing the rhyme. So my dear students, today we will read till here only. So if you can observe, in the starting only I told you that these are the images of my textbook. So as you can see, I have put underline at the hard words and I have marked FB. So these are just examples. Like this, you can mark each and everything in your textbook if you are having textbook. Because of this marking habit, you will get the habit of reading the full lesson like this. And it will be easy to remember each and everything. So now let me show you the summary of today's session, that how many pages we have learned today. So today we started with this page. Then we go through warm-up exercise. Then we have started reading session. This is the image. About this I'll explain you later. And we started reading. So where we have stopped reading, here you can remember this mark FB2, right? Here we stop. So my dear students, regarding today's session, if you are having any doubt, feel free to message me on my WhatsApp number, and we will meet in our next session with the leftover part of this lesson, with the leftover part of reading. Then I will explain you the lesson. So till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.